When people ask me how I'm doing, I tell them I'm awesome. Every day is awesome. We just have to get through it. Welcome to Human Velocity X. Today's episode is personal. It's not about the world out there. It's about the you in there. And about something you've probably felt your whole life but never had the right word for. We are all Reasonauts. Hey guys. My name isn't important. The message is. This is Human Velocity X, a place for the people who think a little deeper, feel a little harder, and notice things the world pretends not to see. I'm not here to impress you, preach at you, or sell you anything. I'm here to walk with you. Through the questions, through the contradictions, through the parts of life that don't make sense until you slow down and actually feel them. Every day is awesome. We just have to get through it. Let's get into it. Open your eyes, tune your mind, breathe deeper. You're not alone anymore.
Segment 1. Why this word matters.
Let me speak to you the way I would if we were sitting across from each other. I know what it feels like to see the world differently, to watch people go through the motions while something inside you is whispering, there's more here, something's off. And my favorite, why doesn't anybody else see this? I know what it's like to walk into a room and the energy hits you before the words do, to listen to someone say, I'm fine, and everything in you says, no, they're hurting. To watch people follow noise and feel that tug inside your spirit saying, this isn't right. If that's you, you're not strange. You're not dramatic, you're not even too much. You're a reasoner. A person who feels deeper than the surface and sees further than the moment. And trust me, the world needs people like you more than it knows.
Segment 2. Where the name comes from.
And he break this down in the same language your heart uses. A reasonaut is someone who navigates life using the reasoning of the mind, the intuition of the body, the consciousness of the heart is one instrument for awareness of the soul. Not separated, not battling each other, not shutting parts of yourself off to survive. Everything in you works together with the intent for purpose. Your mind, your body, your heart. This is your lived truth.
Awareness.
And that's rare. It's powerful. Yet something for you to carry. A reasonaut is a human who refuses to sleep through their own life. You feel life. You don't just arrive here. You answered something. You move through it as if you once made a quiet promise to truly live, long before your first breath ever touched air. You question life, you dedicate attention, not out of habit, but devotion. You refuse to pre-package stories. You study the cracks, the motives, the currents of energy burning beneath it all. Because you came to experience, not sleepwalk. And if you're hearing me right now, thinking that sounds like me, that's not a coincidence. That's recognition. Just breathe. Segment 3. Why the world needs you right now. Let me be real with you. The world right now is loud, but loud in all the wrong places. People brag about everything. Success is measured by what you show, not who you are. People make pride look like leadership. People make money look like a blessing. People make cruelty look like strength. And most of the world goes along with it because they're tired or numb or distracted or scared to think differently. But then there's you. You feel the tension humming beneath. You feel the spiritual ache in society that people try to laugh over or shout past. You can't unsee the wrong or ignore what your spirit keeps tapping you about. That's why I say this. Awareness isn't optional anymore. It's survival. Not survival of the body, survival of the soul. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs people who see, people who notice, and don't pretend they didn't. That's what a Reasonaut does. That's what you do. Even on the days you feel invisible. Segment 4. You've been this your whole life. Now let me talk to the part of you that's been tired. The part that grew up feeling different, not because you wanted to, but because you were wired to sense what others missed. The part that carried the weight of noticing before you had the words. Think about your childhood. Think about how early you recognized the things adults didn't say. Think about how young you were when injustice hit you in the chest. Think about the moments you trusted your intuition when everyone else told you not to. That wasn't sensitivity, that was clarity. You weren't confused, you were aware. You weren't overthinking, you were seeing. You weren't too emotional. You were energy in motion for something real. There's emotion. Let me say something. People don't tell you enough. You're not difficult, you're accurate. Your awareness isn't a flaw, it's evidence of your covenant. You've been a Reasonaut your whole life. This is just the first time you've heard it said out loud. Just breathe. Segment 5. A walk to your own mind. Pause for a moment. Sit with this. Walk with me through how the mind works, not to teach, but to hold a mirror. A Reasonaut walks through life asking, why did that moment hit me so hard? Why did their words feel empty? What is my spirit trying to tell me right now? What am I picking up that others aren't? Why does this look normal but feel wrong? This may be your everyday life. You don't turn this on. It's always been on. Your awareness isn't an accident. It's a design. Segment 6. The call forward. You spent your whole life being told to shrink this, to quiet this, to doubt this, to feel wrong for seeing right. Not anymore, not here. Here's the shift, here's what is truth. You're not becoming a Reasonaut, you're remembering you've been one all along. This podcast is the place where your inner world finally has a conversation partner, where your questions aren't too much, where your awareness isn't a burden, where your depth isn't strange, it's the norm before the babble. Every episode we're going deeper. Truth, contradiction, human nature, spiritual awareness, modern life, everything the world teaches you to overlook every day. Because every day really is awesome. Even when it punches you in the ribs, even when it confuses you, even when it feels like a maze where the rules change and the exit hides. We just have to get through it using patience, the breath that steadies the chaos. Because a maze loves to watch you panic. Patience keeps your breath steady while the walls try to rush you. Curiosity, the question that keeps humming. The quiet rebel always asked her, what's around the dam instead of why am I still trapped? Awareness, the light that shows what's really there. You're in a pedestal. If you're not paying attention, a maze will happily let you loop yourself into oblivion. The adaptability, the willingness to pivot when the past shifts, walls shift, paths change. If you can't pivot, you become a permanent resident memory. The wisdom to stop repeating the same dead ends. Breadcrumbs aren't enough. You need to remember the feeling of every wrong turn, so you start honoring them with encore performances. Discernment, The eye that knows which doors aren't worth opening. Not every open path is an invitation. Some are just polite dead ends waiting to disappoint you. Courage, a step we take even when it trembles. The kind that says, yes, I am lost, but still move. But Maze respects that humility, the grace to admit we don't know everything. The hidden superpower. You escape faster when you admit you don't know everything. Perseverance, the steady pulse that refuses to quit. Because a maze doesn't fail you. You fail when you start walking. In a compass, the quiet pull toward truth. Even when the maze lies, bend your signal. The quiet, almost whispering pull toward the exit. Call it intuition, spirit, resonance. The maze can thin space, but it can't bend your signal. And Reasonauts, we could do it by seeing. Thank you for listening. My name wasn't important. The message was, yeah, Reasonaut. And now you know. And now that you know, your whole life is about to make a lot more sense. So let me leave you with this. While part of you has been aware the longest, I'll see you in episode 2 to answer, are we alone? Or just with people unaware?